What's up, sports bettors? I have two bets for you, including my big NFL bet of the week, and you're not going to want to miss it. It's still available. So I say this all the time, but I think it's really important, is as a sports bettor, right, you are an investor. Or at least if you want to make money sports betting, you should think of yourself as an investor. If you're looking for NFL bets 5 minutes before the games start on Sunday, you're doing it completely wrong. These markets are constantly moving, and you're constantly scanning the market looking for an edge, right? OddsJam is updating millions of odds in real time, and as the weather changes, as sharp action comes in, all these NFL lines are moving around, right? This is a lot more like day trading than you think it is. Sports betting, if you want to make money sports betting. So, basically, the whole point of OddsJam is to make this data actionable. All of these sports books have different lines from one another. So the way you make money sports betting is you follow the market, right? All of these sports books are their own market. If Bet365 takes a massive bet on the Patriots plus 3.5, they'll probably move the odds from maybe plus 100 to minus 105. Right? This market's constantly moving due to supply and demand, just like the stock market. So what we do as a sharp bettor is we use all this market information, to try to zone in on plays with an edge. So I'll give you an example of the first play I'm on. So if we scroll down right here, you can see it. It's right here, okay? Lions plus 110 on the money line. I absolutely destroyed this bet for $4,500. And this is my big NFL bet of the week. This is number one. And why do we like it, right? Is you can see right here, no other sportsbook's giving us better than plus 105. Lines have been slightly moving towards them. Pinnacle Sportsbook has them down at minus 102. And Pinnacle is actually giving you the Jaguars at minus 110. So this is a pick'em market, right? This is called a pick'em market. And what I mean by that is it's a market without VIG. So if we go here to a VIG calculator, what you'll notice is, we can get plus 110 on the Jaguars, or on the Lions on FanDuel, which we bet, and you can get minus 110 on the Jaguars on Pinnacle. So this market has no hold, right? There's no spread. You can bet 100 to win 110 on the Lions, or you can bet 110 to win back 100 on the Jaguars. If that doesn't make sense, you can feel free to comment with any questions, but it's a market with no juice, right? There's no VIG, there's no hold in the market. You could bet on both sides on two different sports books and have no loss of money, right? Bet $100 on the Lions at plus 110, $110 on the Jaguars at minus 110, and you're always going to end up with a net profit of zero. So what's the point? The entire point is, we can use this data kind of in the market to try to tease out. We know that this is a pick'em market. It's a market with no hold, but which side do we want to be on? So what you can do is you can look at every other sportsbook's odds, and it becomes pretty clear that FanDuel is a big discrepancy offering plus 110, right? So if we actually go here to a no VIG odds calculator, what this calculator does is it takes the market from an individual sportsbook and removes the VIG. So for example, we can put in plus 100, minus 120, which is the market on BetMGM and Caesars. And what it does is it takes their betting market with the VIG and removes the VIG. And it tells you, hey, the true odds for the Lions is plus 109. And we're getting plus 110 on FanDuel, so this play is positive EV to the betting markets on BetMGM and Caesars. In other words, BetMGM and Caesars, their pricing models, right, would determine that plus 110 is a profitable bet. We're beating the no VIG odds. Another way you can think about that is if you go to a car dealer and you sell him your car for $10,000, he then sells it to someone else for $15,000, right? He made a spread. That's exactly how sportsbooks make money, right? The spread is called the VIG. So basically, this car dealer, he bought your car for $10,000, he sold it for $15,000, so he probably thought it was worth somewhere in the middle. $12.5K. That would be the no VIG price, the no spread price. He actually thinks your car is worth $12.5K, so he bought it for $10K, he sold it for $15K, because that's what he's in the business of as a car dealer. It's no different with sportsbooks, right? You go to FanDuel, they don't charge you a fee for placing a bet. They make their money by charging this spread called the VIG, which just essentially means, and again, if you have questions, this is the most important calculator, on OddsJam. You can ask them, is, the way these sportsbooks make money is they charge this spread, which basically means they have their models spit out what they think the odds should be, and then they give you worse odds as the bettor. So, right, DraftKings, they're giving you minus 105 on the the Lions, minus 115 on the Jaguars. And this is why sports betting is so fascinating. All of these books set lines independently. So we can ruthlessly, what this positive EV tool does is pretty simple. It just ruthlessly scans the market, updating millions of odds in real time to just show you where the value is, right? And it's really beautiful because value in beating the VIG, it doesn't apply to one sport. It doesn't just apply to NFL money lines. I hit this college basketball bet above it, Drexel minus 6.5 for 2.2K, which you can see right here with the 1.27% profit margin. And again, it's just a volume game. Every single day, there will be winning streaks, there will be losing streaks. But what I want as a sharp bettor is to form my own portfolio of mathematically profitable bets. So you can see yesterday we got killed on the Warriors -1. We won some of these other bets. We had a pretty good winning streak in college basketball. Is you can't look into individual bets too much, right? This play on the Lions has an edge. We're beating the VIG, and I want it as a part of my portfolio of mathematically profitable bets, right? I'm thinking about this like a day trader, like an investor, not like a recreational sports bettor who's just ooh, I'm betting on the Lions this weekend, right? So DraftKings, they're giving you the Lions at minus 105. They have the Jaguars at minus 115. So the Jaguars are still favored, but less so, right, than Caesars. Caesars, they have the Jaguars at minus 120, and they're giving you plus 100 on the Lions. So obviously Caesars, their model, is pricing the Jaguars as a bit bigger favorites, right? So DraftKings, the no vig odds is plus 104. Again, we got plus 110 on FanDuel, so we're beating the no vig odds, right? We're getting better odds than the true odds from DraftKings when you squeeze out the vig. And you can do that for every sports book. So for WynnBET, this play actually doesn't look too good, right? They're plus 105, minus 125, so the fair odds would be plus 114. But we're getting worse on FanDuel, plus 110, so this play doesn't look good to WynnBET, right? And you can do this for every sports book. Treat every sports book as an independent data point of where the line should be set, right? Then we can do it for Pinnacle. So we put more weight into Pinnacle in the Betfair exchange because they take a lot higher betting volumes, a lot bigger bets. They're more efficient betting markets. Pinnacle is known to be the sharpest sports book in the world, the most efficient betting market for the NFL. So the fact that they're all the way down at minus 102 and the fair line is plus 103.73 makes us really like this bet on the Lions, right? So we're using all this information to form, the truth that Lions plus 110 is a mathematically profitable wager or play with an edge. Is it a lock? Is it guaranteed to win? No. But does placing bets that have an edge make you money over the course of the long run? Yes, right? So any questions you have, you can comment them below. And again, I say this all the time, but you want to place as many positive EV bets as you can on a daily basis. This is just one sportsbook account, WynnBET. I probably have more bets on FanDuel. And you can see I'm already at 1, 2, 3. These are just free bets, so we can ignore those, I guess. 4, 5 bets today on WynnBET. I want that number as high as possible. I'm forming my own portfolio of plays with an edge. In the same way, any investor or someone giving you investing advice, they're going to tell you to buy an index fund, not put all your money in one stock. It's the same thing in sports betting. You want to find a bunch of profitable plays and lock them all in, right? Because it reduces variance. So both of these plays have a 1.27% profit margin or edge. So I hit them both. Here are my stakes, right? We have 4,500 here, and then we have 2,200 here. So these two bets combined have 85.09 in profit margin. We are $85 richer. In other words, if you came to me with a $50 bill and said, hey, I'll take both your bets off your hands, I'm going to tell you no, because both of my plays have a 1.27% profit margin. Our combined stake is 6.7K. 6.7K times 1.27% is 85.09, right? And that's how you make money quickly. And people don't realize that, right? Is these bets, like this college basketball bet, and there will be winning streaks, there will be losing streaks. It's all about over a large sample size. So I'm on all of these verifiable bet trackers. If you look on Twitter, like I'm on all of these verifiable bet trackers. There's some like Pickett that just pull in all the data from your accounts. And the point is it will all show you, you can see the same thing kind of like in this graph that we have on OddsJam versus, the fancy one they have on these other verifiable bet trackers. Pickett is like there are losing streaks, there are winning streaks, there are big periods of winning streaks, and it's no different in sports betting. Or I mean, it's the exact same thing you see here. So it's really just about placing as many bets as you can, being able to deal with variance, and understanding that when your plays are positive EV and have an edge, you're going to make money long term. So just place the bet in bold with a circle around it, do it as many times as you can every single day, and you're on your way to big profits. A lot of these I already bet, right? I just zoned in on this Lions play because I kind of like it, and also they allowed me to bet a lot more. So it's my big bet of the week video, so I thought I'd do it about the Lions play. But anyways, you can follow me, like this bet tracker, you can actually follow me. My username is OddsJamAlex, so you can follow me on this bet tracker. It's on Twitter as well, so you can see all my bets kind of in real time as I place them. Yeah, and let's make